So what are the best first 3 FoxBody modifications you need to do to your car? Well, I asked you guys over on Facebook and damn, did you respond. Check this out. That's right, you guys got some crazy ideas for a first modification. So first we need to do a self-diagnosis. Let me put this infographic up on the screen for you guys and let's start here. So I laid this out in a way that's just for reference, right? But it's easy to kind of visualize where you're at in your build. First off, you got chapter 1, which is your project car. Half these things aren't even running. So you don't need to be worried about a camshaft at this point in time. Some of them already run, but maybe they don't run too good. Maybe your heater core is pouring out in the floorboard. Maybe you got exhaust fumes coming up through the rust holes in your car. So right now might not be the best time to put a nice set of wheels and tires on your car. Now, with that being said, I want to say this, and I mean every word that I'm saying, so guys, listen to me. I don't care how you modify your car. If that's what you want to do and you're over there in chapter 1 and your car is a complete rust bucket and you love it and you want to put a camshaft in it and it barely idles, by all means, do it. Do what you want to do. In my personal opinion, what these guys need to be focusing on are fixes rather than upgrades or modifications. So, fix the things that you need to fix on the car so that you can get over here to chapter 2. Chapter 2 really is where this journey begins, and that's where we're going to start right now. First, by looking at the #1 choice of FoxBody modifications that you guys recommended, and that is gears, it seems. Gears are actually a really good first modification, but it's a package deal. You really need a set of sticky tires if you're going to put gears in your car. You're going to be increasing torque, right? The car is going to leave a lot harder off the line. It's going to be easier to spin the tires. If you're putting 373s or 410s in your car, even with a stock engine, I'm going to recommend you a nice set of street tires that will work in wet weather and pretty much anything. And those are the Nitto 555 R2s or the Toyo R888Rs. Those are really good tires too. That's what's on the 65 and it's been in plenty of rain, no issue. So next up, it seems to be exhaust systems that you guys chose. That's a safe bet. I don't think you can go wrong with that. Just know though, the exhaust system is literally just for sound, especially when we're down here in chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, as you can see on the screen, option. I've got my list that I'll be giving you guys here shortly, but right now, I personally don't agree with the exhaust unless, of course, you get a really good deal on it. Maybe a friend's got some Flowmasters laying around or some old headers. I would not go out and buy all new exhaust to start with, but that's just me. So you guys really seem to like the exhaust thing, and that's not a bad thing. You know what? You want your car to sound good. You want it to look good. I get it. Chances are most of these cars are going to have some type of exhaust setup on them already. So maybe you got lucky and your car already had some Flowmasters or some Spintex, Dynamax, something else. So we're going to glaze over the exhaust. I think that's pretty cut and dry, right? Now, next up, you guys chose subframe connectors, and I'm about to get on my soapbox. I can hear you guys typing away already. Got your pitchforks ready. You guys are not going to like this. Let's think about the question that I asked, which was best first modifications. Now, I'm going to dive a little deeper into this, and I'm going to piss some people off, I'm sure. These cars, some are working on 50 years old. If your FoxBody has not already been twisted into a pretzel, I'm pretty sure it's going to be okay for you to drive to Cars and Coffee or go down the road to the grocery store to run an errand for your wife. The chance of these cars coming apart, twisting, cracking the front windshield, busting your paint off if it hasn't already done it, are slim to none. Fine. If you want to put subframe connectors on your car, do it. But do it with the understanding of this. It's because it just makes you feel good. Here's what I would do. With that $400, which is probably what it's going to run you by the time you pay somebody to weld them on, because chances are most of you don't have a welder to be able to do it yourself, so you're going to have to pay somebody, right? That money is better spent on a set of gears or new tires or one of my other modifications that I'm going to recommend to you guys. You guys can argue and battle it out down in the comment section because I know everybody's going to tell me that they put subframe connectors on their car and they could immediately feel the difference. I knew that one would be good. That's the way I feel though. I'm going to go ahead and go into number 4 here because I think this is a good one. Wheels and tires. I agree with wheels and tires 100%. on any build. Doesn't matter, because the wheels and tires are what makes the car look good. So, you know, when you walk outside and you look at your car and it's got a nice set of wheels and tires on it, it makes you feel good. It keeps you motivated to where you want to go work on your car more often, right? You're more likely to get out there and fix the little things that are wrong with it. So now let's talk about some honorable mentions. Camshaft was mentioned a lot. Now, I want to break down this camshaft thing for you guys and give you my personal opinion on it. This is just an extra little bonus, all right? If you're highly modified already and you got heads and you got, you know, intake and you got maybe a bump in compression, some headers, some gears, sure, a camshaft is going to make a big difference in your car. It's going to wake it up, especially if you've got heads. But we're talking first mods, right? So with that being said, a camshaft is not going to do jack for your car other than make it sound cool, which I'm here for. I completely agree with it. But understand that if you put a B303 camshaft in your car, you put an Anderson N41, I'm gonna mention the N21 in a second, but in a different light. But you put these camshafts in your car thinking that it's gonna, you know, be a lot faster. It's not. It's just gonna move the power band around, right? It's gonna raise it a little bit. So in reality, you're probably actually gonna be losing torque. So here's my thoughts on it. Get the camshaft. Get it, hear me out. Get the camshaft, get some gears in the car, and get some sticky tires. Why? Because you killed some of that low end torque, right? We just talked about it. So here's the key. It's gonna get you off the line a little quicker than the next guy that can't put down all that torque. It's an old trick that I used to use back in the day. I would overcam my car so that I could get out of the hole. It's gonna at least move that power band out so the car can really get out there and start eating then. So I say go for the camshaft. Now, there again, it's kind of a package deal with the camshaft. You guys really need to be putting valve springs in these cars when you're putting camshafts in, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll put many a B-cam in a FoxBody with stock valve springs. Just know this, it's not gonna hit as good. You got chances of valve float. And I guess in extreme situations, scenarios, you could have piston to valve clearance problems due to valve float. I've never seen it happen, I'm just throwing that out there. So try to put a set of valve springs in there. You can call up Anderson Ford Motorsport if you want to, talk to Donnie B. He's got, I think, Trick Flow sells a nice set that'll go in your stock heads and it will make a difference. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna touch on the N21 real quick. That is the only camshaft that we've ever put in a car that I could feel a difference. It sounded awesome and it did give us a little bump in seat of the pants horsepower. That's the only one we've ever put in a bone stock engine and it worked that way. All right, guys, you killed it over there. There's a bunch of honorable mentions, I'm not gonna lie to you. But before we leave, here's my list of top 3 modifications. We're gonna start out in chapter 2. So we're gonna get away from the one that needs all of this work, that doesn't really run good, that needs all kinds of work, and we're just gonna start right here. So my first modification is going to be cut springs. That's right. Now, this is going to be another one of those package deal type things, and it's gonna lead me into part 2. So there will be a part 2 to this series of videos that we're doing. I think it's gonna be really good, you're gonna like it. So when you do this is gonna be a free modification, and don't listen to anybody that says don't cut the springs. Trust me, all my cars have cut springs and they ride really good. Sometimes they even ride better than some iBox Sport lines or other brands out there, H&R. We'll just say they ride just as good. How about that? Just don't cut too much. There's other parts that go with this, and you're gonna need to watch the next video so that I can really explain it to you. Stay tuned to the next video and we'll cover all of that. Now, that's number 1 modification. Number 2 for me, wheels and tires. Sorry, I know that's kind of lame. I want my car to look good and have a stance. That makes me happy. That makes me want to go out and work on the car more so that I can drive it more, right? I can tolerate certain things. I can tolerate interior falling apart and paint and dents and things like that, as long as the car looks good and has a good stance. Eventually, I will want to fix this stuff. Remember, that's what we're doing on this car right now. We're going back fixing these things that I should have fixed years ago. But as a first or second modification, wheels and tires, absolutely. Thirdly, yeah, thirdly, I agree with you guys. It's a camshaft. You gotta put a camshaft in the car. I'm gonna recommend the Anderson N21. But I understand they're expensive. So here's my secondary recommendation. A B303 or E303 cam used. Go buy, they're roller camshafts, guys. Most of them are not pitted up, eat up, lobes worn off and things like that. Obviously inspect the camshaft. The B303 is a little rowdy. It bucks a little. It's not very smooth, okay? To whereas the Anderson N21 camshaft perfect around the neighborhood. Like, it didn't give us any trouble. So I would go with that if I had the money. If not, there again, an alphabet cam. With that being said though, don't try to stuff an F cam in your car when it's stock. That's risky. You just don't do it, okay? So there's my list. What do you guys think? Do you agree? Let me know down below. I know you guys are gonna be upset with the subframe connector thing, but I'm kind of living proof of this, all right? With that being said, I wanna lead into the next video in this series. We're gonna talk about suspension. We're gonna talk about some of the things that we need to be doing with our cars to keep them alive, to keep them from tearing themselves apart, and do it on a budget. I think it was a good video. I'm gonna go ahead, wrap this one up, and as always, thanks for watching. This will be our first shopping spree ever done on the channel. Here's how it works. You're gonna go over to Patreon and sign up. There's 3 different tiers. There's a $20, $40, and $100. The $20 is 1 entry, the $40 is 2 entries, and the $100 automatically gives you 5 entries. You can cancel at any time if you would like. I recommend that you stay, obviously, to help out the channel, and also you're automatically entered for the next month's giveaway. You don't have to keep re-upping. The drawing will take place on January 31st, so the amount that you have to spend on your shopping spree is directly related to how many people sign up as members. The sky's the limit. This could go huge and be $10,000, or it could be $200. It's completely dependent on you. With that being said, good luck everybody.